Good morning, everyone. It's Mary, and it's time for another episode of the Monday Morning Leadership Bite. Do you feel as if things are just out of control? Yeah, I feel that way sometimes too. And I think as leaders, we have those moments in which we feel as if we are not in control. You know, some leaders micromanage the situation. They think they can if they can control people or situations, that bad things won't happen, and that's not true. We don't have control over that. And there are some people who realize that bad things will happen and they have no control, but instead they worry about it. They're worriers, and it can interfere with them moving forward. But you know what? If you want to be more effective as a leader, if you take your time and your energy and put it into the things you can control, you'll be more effective. You'll be more successful as a leader. So I have 6 tips for you. Number 1, to just identify what you can control. What is in your control? And typically it's yourself that you control. You can control what you think, what you eat, who you hang out with, what you believe, your priorities, your effort. You can control how kind you are, how generous you are, what you talk about. You can be open-minded. These are things that you have control. You have control of yourself. And the things you don't have control, and don't worry about it. But what you can control is how you deal with the situation. Number 2, focus on what you can influence. Instead of focusing on what you can control, that's not in your control. Instead, focus on what you can influence. Instead of trying to control people, influence them. Instead of trying to control situation, influence them. We can do a lot more when we influence people and gain their trust and bring them along for the ride than we can if we try to control them. Number 3, identify what you're afraid of. Sometimes, you know, the worst case scenario isn't as tragic as we think. And if we can name what the worst case scenario, if we could say out loud that this is the worst thing could possibly happen, and you really think about it, is that so bad? Oftentimes it's not as tragic as we think, and sometimes if we can name the fear, we can actually do something about it and move past that. Which brings me to number 4, which is ruminating versus problem solving. I learned about this weekend on a great talk, that sometimes when we think we're problem solving, we're thinking through what's going on. Instead, we're ruminating. And what ruminating does is that we sit and we wallow in something, and we think we solved it, and we bring it up, and we start looking at it again, and then we think we solved it, and we bring it up, and we think about it again, and we get ourselves stuck in a cycle that can dig us deeper and deeper and deeper in the hole instead of actually solving the problem. So make sure you are in community with other people that can help you solve the problem. Number 5, learn to deal with stress. You know, we all deal with stress somewhat differently. So learn what your stress reducers are. It could be exercising. It could be eating healthy. It could be getting the appropriate amount of sleep. It could be a certain amount of self-care. 6 is identify and start to catalog positive affirmations to help you through certain situations. You know, if you follow me on Facebook, you know that I put a thought of the day out. And typically they're meant to be positive thoughts. And occasionally they're funny or silly thoughts, but they're always meant to be positive thoughts. And I collect quotes and scriptures that help me. And I think that would help you too. That if you think about when I'm angry, or when I'm stressed, or when I'm not sure about something, if you start to collect scriptures and motivational quotes that can help you, you can then go to that and go, all right, I'm feeling this, I go to that, and it's kind of a shot of positive in your life. So you know, I got this. I've got this, right? So think about that and surround yourself. Start your day off with something that's positive, and something that's not negative. As a matter of fact, I'll give you one more tip. This is a bonus tip. I never start my day off with the news. The news is so negative that can actually influence our worry. And so I never, unless someone else has it on, and I can't control that, you will rarely see me in the morning or before I go to bed watching the news. So that's tip number 7. That's a bonus tip for you. So here, there's no challenge this week. I just want to let you know that you can handle whatever comes your way, because I believe in you. I believe you have the ability to be successful. You have the ability to be a great person. So let's go out and do it. Have a great week. Remember, like the video, comment the video, share the video, and I'll see you next week on the Monday Morning Leadership Bite.